Today let me talk about where this marketing agency model is going in few years. Because here is the thing. Anthropic just quietly released something called Autodream inside Claude code. No press release, no big announcement. They just pushed it out. And by itself, it sounds like a small technical update, a memory management feature, something for developers. But when you understand what it actually does, and you connect it to the broader shift happening inside every agency right now, it tells you something very specific about where this industry is heading, and who survives it. That is what I want to break down today. Let me start with what is already gone. Virtual assistants, entry-level marketing staff, junior hires doing repetitive education work, gone. The things those roles were doing, research, content drafting, basic reporting, data entry, formatting, scheduling, Claude Code does all of it. Better, faster, without management, without mistakes from someone having a bad day. This is not a prediction. This is happening right now inside agencies that are paying attention. One person with the right setup is doing what used to require 3 or 4 people doing it well. And if you are younger and just starting out, I know this is hard to hear, but it doesn't mean you are out. It means you need to be the person who learns the technology faster than everyone around you. That is your age now. Lean into it. Here's the second thing that is already happening. Clients are questioning what they are paying for. Not aggressively, not all of them, but the seeds are planted. You can feel it in pitches now. Why am I paying $10,000 a month for content when AI can write content? What exactly is your team doing that the tools cannot do? Why do you have 50 people? That last question is the one that matters most. Because having a big team used to be the pitch. It was proof of capability, proof of process, proof that you could handle the volume. Now it is starting to work against you. A sophisticated client looks at a large team and sees overhead, inefficiency, cost that eventually gets passed to them. And they are not wrong to see it that way. The big team pitch is becoming a liability. And the agency that build their entire identity around headcount are going to feel that very soon. Now here's where it gets really important. The generalist agency is done, not struggling, done. If you are running an SEO agency that works with everyone in every industry, why would a client pay you when they can run the same tools themselves? Your keyword research process, your content briefs, your reporting, all of it is accessible to them now. The tools are not a secret anymore. So what is actually worth paying for? Deep vertical knowledge, the kind that cannot be replicated by someone pressing a button. If you have spent 5 years working exclusively with law firms, you know things no tool knows. You know what their intake process looks like. You know what acquisition cost should be across channels. You know how they think about growth. You know which channels work and why. You know their world from the inside. That is not something AI replaces. That is the thing AI amplifies. Your subject matter expertise is what makes the technology dangerous. Without it, the technology is just a tool anyone can use. With it, it becomes a competitive advantage nobody can easily copy. Now let me bring Autodream back into this, because this is where it connects directly. The reason most AI setups plateau is simple. Every session starts fresh. You explain the same things. You reshare the same context. The tool doesn't actually get better the longer you use it. It just performs the same tasks over and over with no memory of what worked and what didn't. That is not a system. That is an expensive calculator. Autodream changes this entirely. Here's what it does. In the background, without you managing it, it runs a sub-agent that goes through all of your memory files and cleans them. It reviews everything Claude has learned across every session. It removes what is outdated. It keeps what matters. It compacts hundreds of lines of context down to the handful of points that are actually useful going forward. And the next time you start a session, Claude is sharp, not fuzzy, not sorting through clutter, sharp. One person tested this across 13 sessions, 10 minutes, 5 memory files cleaned and updated. Another ran it across 285 sessions, 8 minutes, 3 files cleaner than they had been in months. That is not a minor tweak. That is a fundamentally different experience of working with Claude over time. Here's what this actually disrupts for agencies. Think about what account managers and project managers really do inside an agency. A huge part of their job is carrying context, remembering what was decided, knowing the history of a client, getting new team members up to speed, keeping everyone aligned on what happened before. That is a human memory problem, and it is expensive, and it is unreliable because people forget things, people leave, people get distracted. Autodream running on top of Claude Code starts to make that function automatic. The context is maintained. The important decision is stay clean and accessible. The history doesn't degrade. One person with this running properly starts operating with the institutional memory of an entire team without the overhead of building one. Quick pause here. If you are a marketing agency or a B2B service business and you want 5 or 6 warm qualified introduction to the right clients every single month, clients who already fit your vertical, who already have budget, who are already looking for what you do, that is exactly what I provide. Not leads, not a list of contacts, actual warm introduction. The link is in the description, go check it out, then keep going. Let me tell you what the agency model actually looks like in 3 to 4 years. There are no directives, no account managers, no project managers, no layers of people between the person with expertise and the client. There are 1 or 2 people, maybe 3. Each of them is a hybrid, part marketer, part operator, part engineer. Someone who deeply understands a specific vertical and can build and run their own technology on top of that understanding. They have their own stack, their own agents, trained on years of data from a single industry. And because Autodream is running in the background, that stack is getting sharper every single week. Every session refines it. Every client result trains it. Every pattern that doesn't gets removed. And the output they produce is not generic AI output. It is output informed by years of specific experience in a specific market that a competitor cannot replicate by signing up for the same tool. Clients are not hiring an agency anymore. They are hiring that person. A fractional CMO who shows up with an entire marketing department inside their laptop. And a system that has been learning their industry for 3 years. That is the model that wins. So what do we actually do right now? First, pick a vertical and go all the way in. Not halfway, all the way. Legal, home services, e-commerce, SaaS. Pick one. Become the person who knows more about marketing in that role than anyone else. The generalists are already gone. Second, start running Autodream. Start letting Claude code learn from your sessions. Every week you add is a week of data you are not collecting. The proprietary advantage is the history. Start building it now. Third, document everything obsessively. Your processes, your decisions, your results, your frameworks. Feed all of it into your system. Because the data you train on now is the competitive mode you will have in 4 years that nobody can buy their way into. 4. Build your reputation publicly. In this new model, clients are hiring people they know and trust, not agencies they found on a list. The way you get known is by talking about what you know, consistently over time. And 5th, master the tools before your clients do. The moment a client knows how to use Claude Code better than you, the conversation about why they are paying you becomes very hard to win. Here is the honest thing. This is not a doom. Marketing is not going away. The agencies that understand how to combine deep vertical expertise with AI that actually learns and compounds, they are going to build some of the best businesses this industry has ever seen. But the window is not 10 years from now. It is not 5 years. It is right now. While most agency owners are still treating Autodream like a technical update they will look at later. While most generalists are still pitching big teams as a selling point. While most people are still starting every Claude session from scratch. The ones who move now are building something that compounds. The data gets richer, the agents get sharper, the results get better. Autodream keeps the system clean and organized and learning. And by the time the rest of the market catches up, the gap is too wide to close. That is the real picture of where this industry is going. And if you want consistent warm introduction to the right clients while you build towards this, the link is in the description below. Go check it out. If you found this video helpful, give it a like. Also subscribe to my channel. Have an amazing time.